and be crazy with no glass jaw. A spit of light saliva, you can never.
EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Madden Football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Kansas City Chiefs and the Philadelphia Eagles, and it's coming up next.
When you think about the classic venues to host the NFL's ultimate game, this one's right up near the top of the list. The Caesars Superdome here in New Orleans. We are minutes away from Super Bowl 59, and we've got a tremendous matchup in store. The moment is upon us, and we've got what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champion Kansas City Chiefs taking on the NFC champions, the Philadelphia Eagles. Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis, and what a season it's been for our AFC champions. I mean, this was a fight just to get to the Super Bowl. You got to figure that they are very battle-tested and ready.
I'd agree with you 100% about that. You don't get there without having those types of attributes, and that's what you look for in a Super Bowl team. Character, confidence. These guys don't lack for either one of those. Now they're here. Now they're ready to win.
Meanwhile, our NFC champions, they have gone through a lot to get where they are. Everybody knows their story this season. What's the key for them as they start this Super Bowl?
Let's go full cliche on this one because it works. Remember what got you here. Been a winning formula all season long. This is a team that when we saw them in the preseason, we said they look like a group that has what it takes to be a Super Bowl winning team. And we've been proven right by what we've seen throughout the season.
Hurts throwing right away. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers are getting involved as this game goes on.
They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
2nd down, here's Barkley again. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 17-yard line. Throwing is Hurts. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
Hurts sets up to throw it. This will be caught by Brown. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. This one incomplete. Almost picked off by the rookie, but he couldn't quite look it in. And now it's 4th down. So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. The kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. 3 points, probably not going to win this Super Bowl, but at least you get something on the opening drive.
And it's certainly not going to lose it. So the bottom line is, come away with the points now, come back and get greedy later, and try and put it in the end zone.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And that's going to be short of the landing zone. It doesn't make it there, so that means the ball's going to come out to the 40. And they'll accept that penalty. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 40. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down in the 38. Here is 3rd down and 4. On play action, it's Mahomes. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Jalen Carter. And there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. Matt Horizon now on to punt this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Looking here for Smith downfield. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead grows to 10-0. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone, so this will be blown dead, and they'll move it up to the 40. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
Automatic first.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now Mahomes. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Zach Bourne coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Pacheco gets it up the gut. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Mahomes going to throw. setting up the screen to Pirine. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. They give 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down. Here's Matt Araiza now. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Going to be caught downfield by Dotson. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Up the middle with Barkley.
Taken down at the 47-yard line.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Hurts. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 27-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
From the gun, it's Hurts. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. His throw is going to be incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone is hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep as they'll go instead with Barkley.
And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And this may be a big early turning point in this Super Bowl. They're going to go for it on 4th down here. They'll run with Barkley. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. Saquon Barkley denied on 4th down. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They trailed early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Now here's Mahomes. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense.
And he's going to go down again. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. Here's the Chiefs punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. fielded at the 33. We are just getting started here at Super Bowl 59 in New Orleans. 1 quarter in the books. It's the Eagles with the early lead. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back to the date on the calendar we circle every year. Super Bowl Sunday. Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis here with you as we get set to begin quarter 2. And we are back. Biggest game of the year, the Super Bowl, and both teams ready for the start of the second quarter. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
That's caught inside the 20. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. A big play there for Philly. And even 40 yards.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. The intended target, Saquon Barkley, but it's going to be 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Eagles continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will wind up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball all the way up to the 40-yard line. And that flag accepted. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. Up the middle, here's Pirine. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And the catch made by Hopkins. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Flush to his right. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Well, he and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3-and-out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
Mahomes going to fire quickly to Worthy. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Jalen Carter able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Throwing now is Mahomes. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. Mahomes now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. And Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger. A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he is caught. He's going to have the 1st down and then some. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown, 69 yards. And the Eagles are feeling good as they extend their lead in this Super Bowl. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it's capped off by an A.J. Brown touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
2nd and 10. In motion comes the tight end left. Here's Mahomes to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. A reminder, coming up at intermission, we'll get highlights of this Super Bowl from Jonathan Coachman and the crew in Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. On third down, it's Pacheco. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. On fourth down, Matt Ariza sent on to punt. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Eagles offense and A.J. Brown headed back out there. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise he can really decimate him.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Airing it out deep for Smith. And this will be caught at the 30. And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds. A big play there just before halftime. 77 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Hurts. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that third, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. On 2nd and goal, Hurts. This is caught, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Eagles are starting to open things up here in this Super Bowl.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. A 4-play drive spanning 80 yards. And it was finished off by a touchdown from Devontae Smith. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. The Chiefs going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Escaping. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Nolan Smith brings him down on the pass rush. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight. As we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. The Eagles were led in the first half by their dynamic quarterback, Jalen Hurts. He's over 300 yards passing already as he's looking to possibly put his name in the record book.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And right now, their chances of hoisting that Lombardi trophy not looking too great, but perhaps that long halftime, maybe it did them a world of good.
Well, if there's ever a chance to regroup, it's in this game, right? Because you do have that long halftime, a chance to really assess things and maybe make some changes and true adjustments. They played great all year long. That was the worst first half of the season for them. They're hoping to put it behind them and come out punching here in the second half.
And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. Well, this defense, they've got the 4-score advantage, and you can see why they continue to bottle up the run game, and really they've just been sharp in all facets here in this one, CD.
Yeah, they've kept that offense in check the entire game, and I think it's been led by what you just talked about, that defensive front, which has now allowed them to run the football and establish control of the line of scrimmage.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this will be taken at the 13. Officially, that'll be a 63-yard punt. Well done. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. It's Devontae Smith and the Eagles ready to go on offense. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 56 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Yeah, once more. excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They'll give it to Barkley off the option play. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. Throwing is Hurts. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Eagles are starting to pour it on the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone, so this will be blown dead, and they'll move it up to the 40. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 40. He'll set up to throw from the gun. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. That's complete. Left side to Worthy. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Flushed out, under pressure again, and down he goes again. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12. Here's the Chiefs punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Eagles offense back out, getting set for this next drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. Now he's into the clear again. Inside the 20. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley with his third touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Eagles have taken a 6-touchdown lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So the drive there, they went 80 yards in 3 plays. And it ends with a Saquon Barkley touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. KC's offense ready to take over. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. This defense just continues to bottle up that ground game. And look, I mean, the deficit right now for this offense is so big that it might not matter. But you're still in the third quarter. They're probably going to have to try things through the air, Charles.
I agree with you totally. That's what they'll have to do. They do need to run it occasionally to take a few hits off the quarterback, because right now, you just know those pass rushers are fired up to get after him.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's Pacheco once again. And down to the 36-yard line here. 46 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So that's the end of 3 here in Super Bowl 59 from Caesars Superdome. The 4th and final quarter coming right up. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now, there's just 1 quarter that remains in this edition of the biggest game of the year, the Super Bowl, as we get set for the 4th quarter. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Now Mahomes. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now. And if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Back to throw here. Under pressure, they got him again. Nolan Smith bringing the pressure yet again. That's his third sack here tonight.
And that's his third sack, and that ties a Super Bowl record. Makes me think of my old college teammate, Reggie White. He had 3 with the Green Bay Packers in Super Bowl 31. Darnell Dockett of Arizona, Super Bowl 43. And Coney Ealy, 3 sacks for the Panthers against Denver in Super Bowl 50.
All those sacks, they've only been an official record since Super Bowl 17. I know it's believed that L.C. Greenwood unofficially had 4 way back in Super Bowl 10.
Wearing those golden high tops as well.
The Eagles offense and running back Saquon Barkley ready to get going again. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin. A Super Bowl title within reach now as they try to polish this thing off.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Second down. Here's Barkley again. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it.
And this has been the story all night long. They just came out firing and have not backed off, even with the big fourth-quarter lead. Here's another completion for big yardage.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 34. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. A handoff to Barkley on the option. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Man, 188 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
They'll send one of those 2 tight ends in motion. Barkley is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Here's Hurts to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Eagles continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the 4th. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we haven't been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
And this will wind up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Automatic 1st down.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion right here. Mahomes going to throw. Throw over the middle, caught by the tight end Gray. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Here's 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 47-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
In motion, the tight end Kelsey. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. To throw, it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Nolan Smith make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
Steps away to his left. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
That's good for our Kansas City Chiefs. First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
In motion, the tight end Kelsey. Now here's Mahomes. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Mahomes hitting his favorite target, Travis Kelce, on the touchdown pass. And the Chiefs are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. And CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about here, but it may be cliche, but give them credit for this. They've continued to fight and scratch and claw, and they get the... And now it's blocked. And the Eagles have got it. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way into the end zone, and it's 2 points. Well, I think there was a lot of surprise from the kicking team there. After the block, they kind of froze and then realized, oh, wait, they can return this, and they returned it all the way.
And you know why they froze? Not often do you get that second sound, right? There's the kick, you hear that, and then there's that second thud when there's a block. That's when people freeze and they have to realize where the ball is. They picked it up and took it the other way.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. He'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. They'll get it across the 35. It'll be 2nd down. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6.
They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 210 yards rushing now on 23 carries so far.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves, you're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
The running game's played a huge part in getting him down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets them down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
They'll give it to Barkley off the option play.
And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Third and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. Oh, the sneak. It's Hurts trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it.
And what are the whistles for? A timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal.
Oh, the sneak. It's Hurts.
Trying to wedge his way in there. No signal. I don't think he got there. He didn't. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And the ball's going to be going back to the Chiefs. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
One final try from Mahomes. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. And the Lombardi Trophy will rest in the city of brotherly love. The Philadelphia Eagles are the Super Bowl champs. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling, because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.
Commissioner Goodell making the presentation of the Lombardi Trophy to the Philadelphia Eagles, champions of Super Bowl 59. So that will conclude our coverage this year on EA Sports. I want to thank my partner, Charles Davis, for another incredible season together in the booth. Till the fall, folks, Brandon Gaudin saying good night from New Orleans.